The chilling moment: an unknown gunman escapes by motorbike after firing 3 bullets through the window of a 22-year-old model's car has been caught on CCTV. Tara Faiers was killed in broad daylight on 27 September while driving her Porsche through the Iraqi capital of Baghdad. The newly released footage shows her car rolling down a narrow residential street in the Camp Sarah neighborhood right after the gunman is driven away by an accomplice on a motorbike. The car then rolls to gradual stop as passerby runs towards it. The former Miss Baghdad had more than 2.6 million followers and was known for her outspoken comments on freedom, life, and religion. A statement released on October 7 by the Interior Ministry, which is investigating Faiers' death, said that she was killed by a known criminal extremist group. The ministry did not say whether the gunmen have been detained. Faiers' death came just 2 days after civil rights activist Swad al-Ali was also shot dead in the middle of the day by an unidentified man in her native southern city of Basra. A video posted online appeared to show an unidentified man opening fire as she got into a car near a supermarket. Her driver was also shot in the back. A month earlier, on August 17, Rafeef Al-Yassiri, a famous plastic surgeon dubbed Iraq's Barbie, and owner of a specialized beauty spa, the Barbie Clinic, was found dead in mysterious circumstances at her home. Authorities initially said Al-Yassiri was killed by a drug overdose, but have not offered an update in over a month, leading to rumors that she might have been poisoned. She was also well known for posting images of herself on social media. And a week after that, on August 24, Rasha Al-Hassan, the manager and owner of a beauty center in Baghdad, was also found dead at home. Authorities initially said she had a heart attack. 3 women were known for their humanitarian efforts and their support for human rights cases. The circumstances of their deaths remain unknown. Although it is not clear if any of the deaths are connected, women's rights activist Hannah Edwards said all 4 women, including Faiers, were targeted to prevent them from being part of Iraqi public life. The move was meant to stop the transition from extremism and social isolation to an open horizon where women can efficiently participate in social life through humanitarian, communal and human rights activities, Edwards said. All the victims are public figures, and because they are public figures there should be a clear explanation about why this happened to them, because anxiety is mounting among young men and women, she added. Edward called on the Iraqi Interior Ministry to reveal the findings of the investigation into Faiers' death to ease public fears and prevent more women from retreating from public life out of fear of being targeted. Local media reports also described women as being targeted and described the 4 deaths as killings. A recent decrease of the influence of conservative Islamists who came to power after 2003 encouraged a number of young women to enter the modeling industry despite the challenges, including restrictions on what clothes to display and routine online abuse. However, many have now started to rethink their decision in the wake of the high-profile killings. Haider Issam Nadi Younis, who manages social media accounts for Iraqi celebrities, said some artists and models have closed their social media accounts after receiving death threats following the deaths of the 4 Iraqi women. Share this article. Share. You can say that they are keeping a low profile and waiting for the dust to settle in Iraq, Younis said. Shima Qasim, a former Miss Iraq, was warned you're next after the death of Tara Faiers. Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi has ordered intelligence officers to investigate links between the killings and the threat against women in the public eye who live a Western lifestyle. In a statement following Fair's death, he spoke of evidence suggesting that there is a plan formulated by organized parties to undermine security under the pretext of fighting against depravity. Miss Qasim, a 23-year-old TV host who was crowned Miss Iraq in 2015, posted an emotional video on her Instagram feed in which she described Miss Fairs as a martyr and said successful women in Iraq faced being slaughtered like chickens. Miss Fairs had received a torrent of online insults from Islamic hardliners over her perceived lack of modesty. The war-ravaged country is fighting to keep Islamic State extremists out of major cities after they fled to the desert. The violence has raised fears of a return to the kind of attacks on prominent figures that plagued the country at the height of its sectarian strife. Human rights activist Hannah Adwar said, "These harrowing crimes are worrying. There are groups that want to terrify society through the killing of popular women and activists and tell other women to abandon their work and stay at home." Miss Fairs, who was half Iraqi and half Lebanese, became famous in 2015 when she won a beauty pageant in Baghdad. It made her of social media pin-up and glamorous photos of herself wearing makeup, jeans and revealing blouses that showed off her tattoos attracted to 7 million Instagram fans. Her YouTube channel, on which she shared makeup tips, drew more than 120,000 followers. She spoke openly of a brief marriage at 16 to an abusive husband who posted intimate photos of her on social media and took away their son, who is now 3. She also spoke out against religious, tribal and political leaders. While many young Iraqis shared her videos and pictures, others criticized her as provocative and un-Islamic. One stylist who speaks under the assumed name of Safa Nasser said an organized network was behind the premeditated killings and revealed that she had changed her behavior over safety fears. Miss Nasser, who organized fashion shows, added, "My daughters and I go out less, and I stay away from the fashion world. There are people who don't want Iraq to develop or for women to be visible. They want to take us backwards."